Eric Wall is going after Richard Hart, but Eric Wall is not the only one. A lot of people have been going after Richard Hart over the past few days. Let me read a tweet by Khaleesi I. Hoddles, right? These few days really got people talking down on and disrespecting Richard Hart, as if they forgot who he is. People are really mistaking grace and kindness for weakness. Enjoy your little 5 minutes of insulting, mocking the chief while you still feel high and mighty. People will see sooner than later that he doesn't F around. So remember, folks, always be nice. Now, a lot of people have been going after him, but I must say, in terms of strategy, it is a good strategy for those people. When you perceive someone to be weak, that's probably the best time to pounce. And that has been happening a lot. Now, a reason why a lot of people would be seeing this as an opportunity to pounce is because a lot of people who would object, a lot of people who would go after them when they attack, are also disgruntled right now with all the ESX fiasco. Now, let's talk about what Eric Wall is saying, right? Now, Eric Wall is saying some really things that are absolutely not true. I'll read some of the stuff that he said. I said, I will draw your attention to Richard Hart's opinion on the matter. Now, he's talking about Richard Hart's reaction to the news that the SEC was going after Ethereum ETF. Right. He just bought the top of ETH around $4,000 level with stable coins he got from PulseChain, PulseX. He calls it an ICO, but it's a sacrifice. Like 600 million, he actually owned 10% of the entire DAI supply. Now he has a multi-billion-dollar market cap projects that are all just trading as proxies on his ETH bets while fighting an SEC lawsuit himself because his holders are expecting him to use the funds to pump his own coins. Now, I disagree. Now, a lot of people, obviously, we all want to see ETH pump, but I do not believe that PulseChain is a proxy of Richard Hart's bags, right? I think if Richard wants to pump his bags, he does not need Ethereum to go up for him to do that. Every move ETH goes down, the Hex PulseChain price collapses more as they see Richard's treasury wither away. He's been down $100 million in a week. The Ethereum ETF prospects matter more to Richard than financially. His entire cult now depends on this. As such, his own self-image, his life is everything. Richard tweeted the other day that he didn't like his own coin, Hex on Ethereum, but prefers the clone on his own network. But the plan backfired instead, and both coins dropped massively in value. For this reason, along with the withering treasury balance, people are detracting from the Hex cult, and there are few Exodus projects by community members underway escaping to chains like Solana. Now, there's one project that moved to Solana. There isn't a few projects that are moving. There's only one project that moved to Solana. For those particular reasons, I find following Richard Hart's comment on today's news particularly interesting to follow, as one possibly not for the Ethereum Foundation or even Gary Gensler himself have more to gain or lose on an unfavorable outcome than RH. Now, the premise of this tweet is just to say that PulseChain depends on the price of Ethereum, and I disagree with that. I do know that people get excited about the sacrifice wallet buying, because the sacrifice wallet sometimes buys, and people would like the sacrifice wallet to hold more than less, right? But we are in the early cycles of a bull run, and one thing that anyone who's been in crypto knows, who's been here for some time knows, prices go up, prices go down. So if you buy and prices goes down, it does not mean that you made the wrong decision, right? Because this is a long-term thing. You've got to be able to zoom out of this, right? And in my view, I think the price of Ethereum will go higher over time, not lower. And an ETF, and I also agree with the perspective that Ethereum is the most likely asset to get an ETF. Ethereum has the most institutional adoption out there than any other crypto. And most of these institutions are insiders. So I don't think there's anything wrong with anticipating that an Ethereum ETF is coming. I think that position remains true. And I also do think that buying at these positions where we're at right now is also a good thing. And I would also bet that Eric Wall himself is telling his clients, his friends, to buy right now. I would bet he's telling them to buy right now. So that's what I definitely think that he's telling everyone to buy right now, because now is a good time to buy. The halvening is in under 30 days now. So that's a pumpamental. The ETF is a pumpamental. The Ethereum ETF, what we've learned from the Bitcoin ETF is that even if it delays, it's most likely coming. And the only thing that I do want it to do is to come before the heat of the bull market, right? So that we can get the mad gains. Now, another thing, The entire crypto space somewhat depends on Ethereum. I mean, Bitcoin is the most dominant, then the next one after that is Ethereum. So the whole market kind of depends on Ethereum, because the success of Ethereum also will mean the success of the rest of the space as well. Those are my thoughts about this. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.